welcome to Backstreet Salvation. Today, we're going to keep the little patriotic sense going. That's why we got the stars and bars on. The reason why we're going to keep that going is because only in America can you protest, boycott, and have luxurious amounts of money to where you don't have to worry about taking a leave of absence from your job. Because this is not the CCP where Nike makes their shoes, where Lebron has his shoes made by China slaves. Would that make LeBron a slave owner? Why? That's a question to be asking. Now, anyways, I don't want to get too much into that, even though I am on a freaking path today to be talking about China, and I kind of figure I am going to be tomorrow as well, and probably into this weekend. But let's talk about what's on hand with the Twitter and with all the media of the news, shall we? Now, LeBron is making a little protest about a person named Jacoby Blake. Not Black, Blake. Okay, I said that a little bit. Blake. Now, if you don't know the story about Jacoby Blake has a criminal record of assault. Now, whether he was found guilty, I don't know. I didn't look into all that much. But I do know he has it. So now, if you have somebody with a record of assault, are you going to let them get away with stuff that people without assault get away with? Are you going to trust more a person without an assault or with an assault? Let me know in the comments below. But this guy that had an assault charge, resisted, had a tussle with some fellow officers. And in that tussle, he received a taser dart. That didn't work. That didn't stop this man of determination, because this man of determination reached into his car to get a weapon. A weapon. Now, let's ask ourselves a question. If you are to get a weapon against a cop, who's going to win and who's got the right? 9 times out of 10, the cop's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, the cop has the right to use any force necessary because, hey, you're aggressive. You're getting ready to what? Assault. So, as this man reached into his car, the officer shot him. Now, why would he reach into the car instead of running? If he ran, officers could have got him without shooting him. No, he reached into his car. Why? Why would the officers shoot him if he's reached into his car? Because he told the officers, hey, I got a knife in the car. Now, you might be telling the truth, but you got a weapon. One of his charges was an unregistered firearm. That's right. He's been known to have firearms unregistered. Are you going to be telling an officer that you have one of those? Because when you tell an officer that you have a gun, they want to see your verification. They want to see the weapon at hand. Now, if you tell them that you have a knife, they'll let that slide relatively. Yeah. So he's running for the car and grabs it. Chances are the man had a damn gun. Now, I'll bite my tongue and I will stand corrected if the process keeps coming out that there was no gun, there was no knife, that, hey, the cops actually did shoot him in the back and didn't have any probable cause. But as we know, the media does like to cover a lot of stuff up because they like to get their narrative out and they like to stir people up. We already showed on the previous videos about how CNN said, hey, a fiery protest, well, no, a fiery police shooting was a peaceful protest. Yeah, we know CNN and a lot of these left-wing, Democratic, pretty much, favored organizations like to laminate and illuminate something for you. Pay attention over here, not this over here. Yeah, like, did you know George Floyd had, quite possible that man died of the drugs that was in him? I don't know. I'm really not going to look at it. I don't want to dig up hashes, okay? I'm going to wait for the court case. I don't agree with what the cop did because that's some militaristic stuff. But, just saying. So anyways, let's get on going to the Twitter and see what's up with Mr. LeBron and his slave-owning self. Wow. Now, there we go. This is from the Insider. It was about a couple hours ago. About 15 hours ago. NBA playoffs are on the brink of cancellation after an ugly meeting where the Lakers and the Clippers left early after voting to end the season. Good old LeBron, Mr. Slave Owner right there. After boycotting playoff games on Wednesday to protest the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you don't know about that if you think that he was unarmed. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. If you're going to believe the narrative that everybody else is telling you without actually looking it up. Yeah. NBA players held a tense meeting said to have ended ugly. According to reports, the Lakers and the Clippers voted to end the season early, though one ESPN report painted it as polling rather than a formal vote. One report said LeBron James came. Where was I? Called for actions for team owners, total social justice reform, and left the meeting early. You want to know why he left? Because he wanted to be the face of it. He wanted all that praise. Just like that school that he made. The I Promise school. But guess what? He's getting money for that. And that's being paid for by the taxpayers. Oh. Yeah, it's not exactly what he said it was. It's not exactly what the media said it was. But hey, that's nor here nor there. Well, it might be, if it is brought up. Other teams still in the NBA. Bubble reportedly voted to continue playing the season, but discussions are ongoing. But yeah, you want to know why LeBron's kind of upset? Because he's just not getting his stuff sold. Not making enough money this year. Why? Because, well, we got the Marxist groups, Black Lives Matter, and Antifa causing riots and protests at stores that sell the merchandise. Oh, man, that's going to affect the pockets, LeBron, your big old fat pockets, man. Yeah. So, that is with the Insider, by the way. Insider.com. Just type in Lakers, Clippers, LeBron. You'll get the same thing. Now we're going to go to clutch points. Basketball. LeBron James makes first statement after NBA players vote to resume the season. Yeah, because they said, LeBron, bub, you're going to have to sit down because I bet you there's some of them that think that Blake dude, the Jacoby dude, probably, yeah, man, he's got a record. But LeBron's like, nah, man, nah. Black Lives Matter. Man, get out of here, bub. You from Akron, Ohio, bruh. You did the basketball. I would have thought that like on your off seasons you would have went to college or something, bruh. But I don't know, man. Everybody trying to paint you as a savant, but you give somebody money, I'm sure they can do the same stuff as you. Now on the court, you're something different. But if somebody had the same money as you, they could probably do the same stuff as you, bruh. Yeah. Anyways, Lakers star LeBron James made his first statements after the NBA decided not to boycott the remainder of the season. How do we know this? Tickle me glad you asked, boss. Change doesn't happen with just talk. It happens with action. It needs to happen now. For my I Promise School kids in communities across the country, it's on us to make a difference together. That's why your vote is more than a vote. Black Lives Matter. Bruh, they're Marxist. And when you going to get that through your big old noggin, bruh? They're Marxist. But that's the beauty of America. You can support anything that you want. You can support Marxism. You can support whatever. That's the beauty. That's what makes this country so great, LeBron. Because you can voice your rather, I don't want to say idiotic, but your rather, your tweet. Your tweet. It's a bit cryptic, that it is. But the message came shortly after news broke that the NBA decided to resume the season. Reports from the evening prior more than inferred that the Prince was spearheading a movement to boycott the entire season. Oh, but he can't because he wanted to be the leader of it. I want to be the face. Bruh, if you just want to be the Jerry West symbol, just come out and tell Silver you want to make a new symbol and put you on it. Bruh, get your shoes out of China. Quit getting them made by Nike. Be like Shaq. A real superstar, bruh. A real superstar. Does he have more rings than you? Oh, I can't remember. If you remember, put the comment down below. Please, let me know. Just correct me. Make me just... Anyways, this decision by the league obviously goes counter the preferred method. My apologies. LeBron James Lakers NBA relationships. Only time will tell what this means, if anything, in regards to his relationship with the NBA. That being said, LeBron James is the biggest face of the league, often using the platform to speak on injustices. But the Jacoby wasn't an injustice, bruh. It wasn't. You got to pick your battles and you got to pick them wisely, bruh. You can't just go off. Pew, 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 pew. Come on, bruh. Shoot the baskets. Don't be popping off, man. Now that he plays for a storied franchise like the Lakers. I love the Lakers, man. I got Lakers hats. My dude's Kobe, though. My dude's Shaq. My dude's Magic. My dude's Kareem. And Jerry West, bruh. You a bandwagon. You a floater. Nah, bruh. You just doing that stuff for publicity. I ain't giving you a great, man. You ain't a Laker great, bruh. Sorry, man. Sorry. And his stardom burns bright beyond just sports. No, it don't. He just got money. That's all it is. Money. Take away the money. What you got? A good basketball player. That's it. That's it. Adam Silver best make sure he and Bron remain in similar footing moving forward. Nonetheless, for fans, the league returned to action after a couple of days off will be welcomed While most can appreciate the reason for the boycott, selfishly speaking, many just want to see the Lakers and LeBron James on the hardwood. Yeah. That's selfish, bro. Yeah. So, let's go to the main man's Twitter. LeBron. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am following him because guess what? I like the man in basketball. Just not when he has when he uses his platform for to me the wrong things. Now to you it could be the right things. Let me know in the comments down below. Make me stand corrected. Give me the spew. All right? Give it to me. I want to know. Let me know what you think about it. At least do that for me. I mean, that's all you got to do. I just at least want to know that. So now let's check this out. Akron. Yes, that's right. You came from Akron, bruh. You're smarter than that. Yeah, there's that tweet right there. What's that, dude? 22 hours ago. Fuck this, man. We demand change. Sick of it. They ain't even wear a mask no more. Bruh. You ain't using your head much, are you? Ladies and gentlemen, I will get into the mask later on. I will allow you to make the assertion yourself after I present my case. I can't do it now, but it'll probably be later on in a couple days. I'm getting really close to finishing up. I'm going to present it to you, and hopefully you stay engaged, because that is the key to keep you engaged. Now, anyways, I'm not going to get into this little, they ain't wearing masks anymore. I'm not going to get into that. Fuck this, man. We demand change. Sick of it. I ain't going to get into that either. I'm just letting you know, hey, this is what the old man wrote. That's right, old man. Yeah. Alright, so why did I bring this up? Because he's making such a statement. He has Jared Kushner, Trump's right-hand man, coming out. Kushner says he will reach out to LeBron James amid boycott over Jacob Blake shooting. Hey, man, he's trying to make the steps, bruh. Are you gonna reach out there and take it and be like, let's work together, or are you gonna be like,
Los Angeles' two professional basketball teams on Wednesday voted to boycott the remainder of the season in response to the police shooting of Jacob Blake and deaths of other Black Americans. Multiple news outlets reported that the decision was made during a meeting of the remaining teams eligible for the playoffs. The league resumed play in August after being delayed for months due to the coronavirus pandemic. The Los Angeles Times reported that Lakers forward LeBron James and Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard were instrumental in urging their respective teams to vote to end the current season. The unprecedented move comes amid a wave of protests against police brutality and racism sweeping the country, which gained renewed strength last week following the police shooting of Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
LeBron's got their ears. Well, let's hear what they got to say on The Hill. That's right, political paper. Let's check it out. White House senior advisor Jared Kushner says
when life throws you a curve,
go
down the unexpected path. Introducing the 2021 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
Protest the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
China has been giving an experimental coronavirus vaccine candidate to groups of key workers since July, a senior Chinese health official announced Saturday. Zhang Zhongwei, director of the National Health Commission's Science and Technology Development Center, told state broadcasters CCTV over the weekend that the Chinese government authorized the emergency use of a vaccine on July 22nd. Health workers and border officials considered to be high-risk groups were chosen to be among the first to receive the vaccine because, according to Zhang, quote, most cases in China are imported. Workers at some state-owned firms who traveled abroad have been given the experimental vaccine as well. The emergency vaccine appears to be China's first in use outside of clinical trials.
Together! Happens with action. It needs to happen now. Well, guess what, bro? You got Kushner. Kushner says, let's talk. Let's make some action. So are you going to take it, LeBron?
Today on Momsplained, 3 truths in the new normal. 2020 has been, well, a lot so far. Here are 3 ways
Kushner,
we are adapting to the new everything. Truth 1, new traditions are in. Can't host all the kids at a party? Let's do it virtually and celebrate as we bake together. It won't replace in-person gatherings, but let's just say I'm not going to complain about a batch of Nutella cupcakes coming my way. Hey guys! Truth 2, teachers are heroes. Whether they're adapting lessons for virtual learning or going the extra mile for our kids in the classroom,
to enter his vehicle. Why?
All they do.
To get the
ones with
weapon.
fractions and algebra, because
Are you going to?
Truth 3, home is where the food is. We are eating at home most of the time now, which means dining out can happen in any room in the house. After homework is done, everyone is still home. So we can make special family meals a habit instead of a rush hour frenzy.
Point at you. Let me know.
We are moms. We're ready to roll with all the changes that come our way in the school year ahead. Some things may look different, but the new normal is a good reminder of what really matters.
Kenosha,
hey,
another
you
U.S.
owe me
cities
a piece
like
of Nutella
Oakland,
toast.
but then
Robot.
again, they're going
You've
for
been
George
momsplaining.
Floyd as
I'm
well.
serious. I just made that.
With activists renewing calls for lawmakers to take action. And
Democrats are growing more confident about their chances of retaking power in Washington with 200 days to go before the general election. And it's an election that both sides now see as turning on the coronavirus pandemic and the American public's view on how President Trump steers the country through the worst public health crisis in modern memory.
No, I don't like that. Sorry about that. The Justice Department and Wisconsin state authorities have launched an investigation into the shooting. Blake is critically wounded, state officials said Wednesday. The Bucks' decision to boycott the games was followed by an announcement from the NBA that all of Wednesday games will be postponed. Players from the MLB, MLS, and WNBA elected to sit out their games to protest the police shooting as well. Fuck this, man. We been demand change. Sick of it. James tweeted. Maybe he was just afraid to go against the Greek Freak. I don't know. Was he going against the Greek Freak? I don't know. I stopped watching basketball this year because COVID. Then I gotta watch the play. I gotta watch the crowd, man. The crowd is what gets me going. Anyways, in a statement issued by Bucks guard George Hill, man, dude, you garbage. The team demand that the Wisconsin legislature reconvene to take up issues relating to police brutality. Bruh, the dude was reaching for a weapon. How's that police brutality? The dude has a record. How's that police brutality? Man, get out of here. Basketball players are too busy living it up, not watching the news, not paying attention. Trying to make the social image going on. Anyways, Trump administration officials, however, question the usefulness of their protest. While speaking with Politico, Kushner suggested NBA players had the luxury. That's right. He went there. Finally, he went there. The luxury to take a night off from work, unlike other Americans facing financial troubles amid the coronavirus. Guess what? That's me. I can't take a day off, bruh. Hey, can you take a day off without, like, suffering? Yeah, that's what you call luxury. Anyways, I think it's nice that they stand up for the issue, but I'd like to see them start moving into concrete solutions that are productive. President Trump and this White House are willing to work with them. We actually have policies and the ability to execute them. We have a track record of getting things done that actually improve people's lives, unlike a lot of people who are claiming to be their saviors. The Democrats. So, LeBron, you got an open hand out there. Are you going to do it? Are you going to step up? Huh? Vice President Chief of Staff Mark Short echoed Kushner's remarks, saying on CNN that the NBA players' boycott was absurd and silly. It was. It is. If you don't think it is, then comment below. Let me know what you think, please. By all means, please let me know what it is you think. I want to know. I want to get some dialogue going here. If they want to protest, I don't think we care, Short said, adding he didn't expect the administration to oppose or support it. James has been outspoken about issues, including racial injustice and police brutality. Earlier this summer, he helped launch the group More Than a Vote, which he said would be designed to motivate black people to use their voice and cast ballots in the year's election. Nah, bruh. You just want to motivate black people to vote Democrat. That's it. You paid, bruh. You bought and paid for. You sold out, bruh. You sold out. I hate to tell you, bruh, but you sold out. Now, we got some other articles. This made some news all the way around. From not only sports news, but also political news. Jared Kushner on NBA protest over Blake shooting. They're lucky to be able to take a night off work. It's just pretty much going to give you the sentiment of what the Hill gave you. Now you got Forbes. What Jared Kushner gets wrong about NBA boycott. Yeah, I really don't want to. If you want to check what this guy says, you go ahead and go to Forbes.com. Jared Kushner, boycott, boom, you got it. And we got another Forbes article. Hey, they're on a damn roll today. I'm telling you what, they are on a roll, Forbes is. White House aides, including Kushner, react to the NBA strike. It's absurd and silly. Yeah, we already heard that. Y'all's late. Now that we looked at LeBron, let's go check out Kushner's little Twitter. What you got to say, Kush? The Kut. There's Kushner. Well, we're not going to go to his, but we're going to check out what's going on. People don't like Kushner. They don't like Kushner whatsoever. He's on there talking. Yeah, people are not liking it. That's what I don't get. Y'all are supporting LeBron on fuck this man. And yet, when the dude reaches out his fucking hand, you're not going to take it to try to get something done. Instead, you just want to stand there bitching. Hey, man. Bullshit walks. Trot along, son. Trot along. Because guess what, man? You all talk. You sold out and you all talk. Anyways, I'm not going to go much to the Twitter because it's been a little bit too fire and too spicy for me today. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up of what all was going down, what's all being talked about, how politics is getting into sports and how sports is getting into politics. But yet the sports don't say nothing about the CCP. Why? Because they live in the greatest nation in the world, United States of America. Yes, America has flaws, my friend. Yes. Would you like to go to China? Would you like to live in China? With your religion? With the way you are? Say, how many black Chinese people do you know? How many Mexican Chinese people do you know? How many Irish people do you know that are China? Oh, I wonder why that is. Do a lot of immigrants want to go to China? Okay, then. You're welcome. This is the greatest nation in the world. That's why I'm wearing the stars and bars. And for other reasons as well. But anyways, this is Backstreet Salvation. I'm just trying to guide you in the right way. If you don't think it's the right way, let me know below. If you think it's the right way, cool. Hey, man. You ain't got to follow me. I'm just a guide. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I made this a little bit too longer than what I thought. So, with that being said, even though we don't have the luxury as Lebron or any of these political hacks, I hope you are more blessed than what you deserve. Till next time, my friend.